Well, ladies and gentlemen, to say that I am excited would be an understatement because I think we are about to smash them today. I think it's gonna be awesome. So I am down here at the lake today, actually pre-fishing for a tournament. It is Tuesday, and there is a tournament going on Saturday, and it is actually being hosted by a college fishing team. It is a fundraiser tournament for them, and I'm planning on fishing it this weekend. I haven't been out here in probably a month or two, and I was like, hey, weather's all right today, a little overcast. It was raining this morning, but it feels good out here. It's like 65 degrees, and I was like, you know what? We just got to get out here and do it. We got some wind out there on the water. It's overcast. Feels good out. It's been warm a couple days. I think they're gonna bite. I think the Alabama rig's gonna get munched today. I think we're gonna be able to catch them probably shallow if we want to, deep if we want to. I don't know. I just think it's gonna be a really good day. So let's go ahead and get everything on this boat done. Go ahead, get this thing put in the water and get on out there. If you guys are new to the channel, be sure to go ahead, subscribe to it down below. Leave a like on this video if you guys do enjoy it. And yeah, let's go ahead and get this boat unhooked. I'll catch up with y'all once we get out there. All right, we out here. I'm all rigged up. I just got all my rods tied up, and we're just gonna start right over here next to the ramp. I'm not even gonna post this video till after the tournament's over. That way nobody can like see what I'm throwing and see my spots, but I'm gonna try this one little bank right here. I've caught some 3-pounders on it before. Could be a really good limit spot. Basically the goal today is just find some bigger fish and find some good groups of them, because I know there's gonna be some fish schooled up. There might be a lot pushing up, but there's also a lot still out holding deep. Haven't even checked the water temperature yet, but I'll check that in a second. But we're gonna get started on this first spot. We're just gonna start off and see what we can get going. Trying out a bunch of new baits today, so see what happens. Okay. Sorry if the wind noise is bad. I'm doing the best with what I got, so we're trying. I got a bunch of different stuff tied on up here just because I just want to sample around and try a bunch of different stuff. This water is so clear. I can probably catch them on so many different things. I got a crankbait, I've got a glide bait, I've got a thunder cricket, I've got a jerk bait, I've got an Alabama rig, a drop shot, a little paddletail swim bait on a jig head, and then another big swim bait. Probably won't even throw that big swim bait that much, but I just wanted to put it on and see what the action looked like because I haven't used it yet. So that's what she looks like. It's actually a pretty cool bait. I think this thing is really meant for more shallow use because I think it floats. I don't really know. Yeah, it floats. Dude, I bet you that thing will get yapped. Not out here, it's too deep right here, but up shallow, these fish are pushing up. Woo, might get nasty on something like that. Get you a couple 8-pounders. All right, let's look around on the live scope a little bit. See what we got going on. I'll tell you what, I might not have caught a fish yet, but I am finding some brush piles. I have found a lot of those today. Let's see if we can find us a fish though instead. This spot should definitely hold some fish. Usually does. Usually some decent ones too. Sink, baby, sink, come on. Hopefully it sees it, but I don't think it will. Yeah, baby, just eat it. That's all you gotta do. Clearly they did not want that. I'll tell you that right now. What are those, crappie or something? The world? Oh yeah, eat it. Yeah. think it's a dink. Oh, it's a mega crappie. Dude, that thing is massive. Freaking slab, baby, slab. That's pretty darn good right there, buddy. Pretty darn good. Well, first fish today is not a bass, it's a crappie. And honestly, if I start catching the crappie, I'll just make a crappie video. But just found another brush pile. Wow, I caught something and it's a bass. Well, it's been an interesting day. I just caught my first bass. He's probably about 1.25 pounds. I just literally put on this little tiny piece of worm because I saw a ton of crappie right here on this pile, and I was like, hey, I'm gonna see if I can catch me a couple crappie, you know? Well, I'm sitting there filming these turkeys that just landed over here, and next thing you know, I caught a bass on. Haha! Dude, they're literally bass. I thought those were crappie this whole time. They're bass. They ain't even crappie, bruh. What? What? I thought all those were crappie. I mean, they're not really wanting to bite that great so far today. It's been pretty interesting, honestly, but I don't know, I finally got that one to eat. I'm gonna try this, maybe one more deep spot, and then after that, I'm gonna go up shallow, or shallower at least, like in a creek, and see how that is. I really want to catch one on this bad, for real. You can't tell. I think if I get bit on it, it's gonna be big. I just gotta get the one that'll bite it. Got him. That's a good one too. Yeah. Yeah, baby. Yeah, that's what we're trying to catch right there. Those exactly like that. Exactly like that. Yeah, that's a good solid 2-pounder right there. Probably 2.5, honestly. Whoa, I about just fell. Yeah, that's what I want. That's what I want right there. Yeah. I pulled up on this back wall back here. There's wind just pushing on it. I mean pushing on it. I felt that one smoke it. Set the hook. He came up jumping. He looked like a 3-pounder, but he wasn't all the way at 3. Oh, just missed another one. All right, broke off my Alabama rig, but I just so happen to have one more in here. Now, I didn't have all the proper swim bait heads I needed, so I've got some funky ones on here. I got a black one here. I got a round one here. I got these 2 big old fat ones that just look stupid, but I don't think the fish are really gonna care. I don't know. I hate that I broke that one off, but it happened, so we're just gonna roll with it. And I don't know, I'm probably gonna fish this whole bank all the way down where I just caught that 2.5 pounder. We're gonna fish that whole bank, and then after that I'll probably go try some more shallow stuff. This is the last spot on the main lake. Then I'm going back into this creek over here. Try a couple points and stuff back there. Where are you, fish? I can't get you to bite. What is the dealio? I don't get it. I got one of them. Oh, it's a bass. He ain't a bad one either. Yeah, bud. I was about to say, I knew I could catch one of those ones down there. I mean, they're just sitting there perfect for me. Sitting there perfect. Big group. About 3 of them. Let it fall right there on their heads. Well, I don't even think I was rolling, but I just caught another bass. This is gonna be my last fish of the day. Didn't catch a ton today, but hey, caught a couple. Caught us a crappie, caught us some fat old bass, and I had a blast out here just enjoying the nice weather today. So let's go ahead and let this guy go. See you, buddy. Thanks for biting. Thank you guys for tuning into the video. Be on the lookout for the actual tournament video. I may not have caught him that good today, but in the tournament, I'm planning on catching him really good. So be ready for that. We're gonna have a good tournament video coming on up. If you haven't already, be sure to go ahead and subscribe to the channel so you don't miss that. And I'll catch you guys in the next one. ADUB out. All right, y'all, and it is the next day. We're actually not going to end the video right here. I did want to have a little chat with you guys and tell you a little bit about what else I do before a tournament. But before I go ahead and hop on into that, I'm just going to go over what I caught those fish on in practice. Number 1 beta choice, you guys already know I love the drop shot. This is my favorite drop shot rod and reel ever. This is a Lew's TP1X rod. It's my favorite rod ever, and it actually has a little bit of discoloration. I got this thing really wet from being in my rod box and it changed colors, but I have another one and it's pure white. I just love how that whole rod's white. This one changed a little bit of colors on me, but still works perfectly fine. That's why I keep on using it. Then I've got that custom speed spin reel on there. It's really not that expensive of a setup, and I just love it for drop shots. This is the medium light. This is the 6'9" medium light, and it is my favorite drop shot setup ever. I have that link down below if you guys do want to check that out and use my code. I would greatly appreciate that. And then also the other setup I was using was this Lew's Super Duty. This is my big rod right here. This is my meat stick. And I've got the Super Duty wide on here for my reel. And this is actually a 711 heavy rod. I use this for Alabama rigs, big swim baits, and for spoons, big spoons, like 8-inch spoons. But in this video, I was using it for one of these right here. This is actually a Strike King Alabama rig. I really like this thing as well. It actually has titanium wires. It's got those blades on there. I actually have one on here right now that doesn't have the blades, but this one right here has the blades. That's what most people are gonna throw, and most of the time that's what they really want, is one with blades on it. And then I got a couple different jacked up swim bait heads on there. I actually just got me some Strike King heads, so I'm gonna change those out pretty soon. But if you guys want to check out any of this stuff, go ahead and check it out down below, and you'll have to stay tuned and see if we catch them on the same thing in the tournament. I think that we're gonna get some on the Alabama rig, and I definitely think we'll get some on that drop shot, so y'all stay tuned for that. Caught a couple on the old Strike King Dream Shot today. This is actually Ghost Shad. It's very transparent. Probably can't see that well, but it's very transparent. And then also Morning Dawn just always gets eaten in clear water. If you haven't tried Morning Dawn, you have to try it. Dream Shot is a great one to start off with. It's really small, it works perfectly on a drop shot, sits there exactly how it's supposed to when it's down there in the water. Perfect, my favorite drop shot bait of all time, hands down. And now to the tournament part. So whenever I go and fish a tournament, I want to make sure that all of my knots that I had on my rods are cut off. I don't care if you didn't pick up the rod, I always cut it off. The worst thing that can happen in a tournament is you lose a fish and you lose money. You don't want that to happen, so you got to make sure you take the proper precautions to do everything you need to do to make sure that you're going to be able to do your job and get that fish in the boat. So number 1 thing is definitely retying. Another big thing for me is just making sure I'm organized. You can tell I've got all my stuff pretty organized in here. I've got all these bags full of my Strike King plastics. I've got all my hard baits and stuff in here. And then my rods, I've got them all in here. They're not all rigged up like they need to be yet, but I'm gonna work on that here in a little bit. But as you can tell, I'm pretty organized. You gotta be able to get to your stuff quickly when you're out fishing a tournament. Say if I need to get a drop shot weight, bam, I know exactly where to go. Say if I need to go ahead, get a rage crawl, bam, I know exactly where to go. I know where everything is. That way, I'm not wasting any time while I'm out there. You only have 8 hours to catch the biggest bag. So you have to be efficient out there on the water. And another big thing with tournament fishing is getting some rest. You want to make sure you get in the bed and go to sleep. That doesn't happen very often for me. I actually stay up really late on tournament nights, just rigging tackle, making sure I have all my camera stuff ready. But tonight, we are going to make sure that we get a lot of sleep. So I'm gonna go ahead and hop on off of here. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. And make sure to go ahead, subscribe to the channel down below, and also check out all those products I was using. We have this tournament video coming up very soon, and I got a feeling we're gonna do really well. So y'all be on the lookout for that one. Catch all y'all in the next episode. ADUB out.